There are a lot of challenges with biometric authentication. Lance, at iiDENTIFii, you've created a technology using light that's patented that helps improve the outcomes. How does that work?
What we've done, Anthony, is we've developed a technology that enables organizations to biometrically authenticate the physical identities of individuals in a digital online world. And one of the key components of that is first proving that the person behind the device is actually a live person. And how we do that is we use technology where it's rays of various colored lights that shine and reflect off the individual's face in different sequence every single time.
Okay.
And by doing that, by using the light reflection of the face, we're able to prove 3D and 4D liveness. And that's how we're able to confirm that the individual on the other side is indeed a live person and not a bot or replay attack or deep fake.
It's a very significant problem, and the challenge to solving it is very significant. With iiDENTIFii, though, you've been able to make some real breakthroughs in reducing false positives and false negatives. Is there a way for us to be able to measure the outcome so far?
What we've been able to do is we've trained our algorithm on African ethnicities, and the data sets we use are African faces or African ethnicities, and we do millions. And as we continually grow, the algorithm from an AI perspective continually gets more and more accurate.
Why is it that different ethnicities and people coming from different geographies create such a challenge for these biometric authentication systems?
I think what happens is a lot of time companies would use facial biometric algorithms from, for example, from China, and they would try use those algorithms in whether it's in the States or whether it's in Africa, and it's really different. You need to make sure that the data sets that are used to train those algorithms are representatives of those areas where that technology is going to be used. Right. And I think that's of critical importance, and that's really a focus of ours to ensure that's fit for market.
So in other words, bring in faces, images from every geography, large enough data sets that you can positively identify people
100%,
regardless of where they're from.
And you have to very, very large data sets. And the more data sets and the more the algorithm is trained, the more accurate the algorithm will become.
How do ethical biometrics help solve the global inclusion challenge?
The cornerstone of what we're trying to do first is solve the biometric identity inclusion problem, or which is relevant not only in South Africa and Africa, but on a global scale. The beauty about solving that problem from a, for example, financial inclusion perspective is currently in South Africa and Africa, in rural areas, someone who wanted particular financial services or was excluded from those financial services because they would have to take off work, they would have to travel long distances, waiting queues, etc., to get access to those services, can now get access to those services from wherever they are at any single time from their mobile device.
At the Global Tech Innovator competition with KPMG, you've won personally a lot of awards. iiDENTIFii is one of a lot of awards. What got you excited to participate in this competition?
The beauty about like KPMG, we in an industry where regulation, legislation is so important, governance is so important, and for us to be recognized by KPMG, who is a global leader in that space, is of utmost importance to us. And it's unbelievable for us to have been, to basically have got to where we are at the moment, which is to represent Africa and the continent. That's why KPMG is so important for us.